Logan, what were you thinking when you lined up the first one, and what were you thinking when it went through? The first one at the end of regulation.
Just of how hard our teams work to try to overcome these close games, and I just wanted to give our team another opportunity to make a play and get the W.
Did you feel like when you guys recovered the fumble in the second overtime, do you feel like there's a pretty good chance that you were going to be put in a situation to maybe get the biggest one you guys had as an FBS program?
Yeah, with how we got it in the first half and how our offense was moving the ball, I was pretty confident late in the game that we would punch it in. But if not, I was more than ready to get in and knock it down.
Who hugged you first?
Can't even tell you.
I saw you did a backflip after the field goal went through. Had you planned that beforehand? Like, what was going into that?
I've just been waiting for the opportunity to bring it out, but that was the first time it was reasonable.
It's news to me.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You landed?
Yeah.
Ross, you were in as much of a kind of a tension situation as maybe you've ever been at UMass. Are you proud of the way you handled it, the poise that both you personally and the offense as a whole showed in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, they came in with a good game plan. I'll give App State credit on defense. They did a lot of things to shut down the pass and the passing lanes. The second half we really couldn't get anything going. Couldn't even get a first down after that first drive. But I just wanted an opportunity, and we wanted one, and we got one. And that's all you could ask for. You got to take care of opportunities, and we did. Gave Logan a chance, and I trusted Logan the whole time. I knew he was going to make both of them.
Logan, there's been kind of, and certainly not all you, but there's been a history here of some kicking problems over the years. In some ways, does it feel like getting this win this way kind of exercises some of those demons that it kind of puts a lot of that behind you guys?
Obviously there has been some kicking struggles, but we've prevailed and just kept moving on and not shut out all of the other stuff. So I think our team's bounced back great, and I hope it can just continue to go on further after this season.
For Adam and Bryton, both you guys have known Andrew for a long time, but was how much did seeing what he went through add to kind of the emotion of this game?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, Andrew's obviously one of the leaders of the team and been my best friend for a long time, so that was difficult to see, but we're behind him. I mean, we rallied up the guys after that happened, and I just said, no one's going to come into our stadium and knock out our quarterback on an illegal cheap hit and still win the game. So I knew at that point that we were going to find a way to get the win for Andrew.
You said that to who? To
the team, to the entire team, right after that happened.
What was the reaction you said?
They got pretty fired up, and our defense played lights out from that point, and there really wasn't a doubt. I think that I knew we were going to pull it off.
Bryton, same question.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind after Andrew got knocked out that we were going to win that game. It was just it was very emotional to every single person on the UMass sideline. Player, non-player or not. It was just everyone was all in. And there's just no doubt that we were going to win that game. Coming out of halftime, we had a fire deep in us that there's just no shot that they're going to win it.
Last week you guys beat a team that was winless. This week you beat a team that was competing for pretty early bowl eligibility. Does this feel like a step?
Oh yeah, 100%. App State was a phenomenal team. Their offense executes well. Defense, calling out plays, they did a heck of a job too. But yeah, no, it feels good.
Brian, what happened on that fumble there in double overtime?
I just I filled my hole and the ball ran past me, and then I turned around and I think it was Ali that forced the fumble, and I just saw the ball right in front of me. And last game, Steve Casale and Jarrell Addo got a fumble recovery, and I didn't get one, so I was like, there's no way that I'm not getting this ball. So, it felt good.
As you feel like when you got it, you feel like you're going to win at that point?
Oh, yeah. I knew Logan was going to come in and seal the game for us, no doubt.
Logan, did you want it to come out of you?
I'd rather win by a landslide, but at that opportunity, I've been waiting a long time to have the opportunity to hit a game winner, so I was very happy and very pleased to have the opportunity.
Thanks, guys.